How's it going, collectors? I'm back with another review. I know it's kind of soon, but I just wanted to get this review done as well because this figure actually arrived about a week before the Mega Man figure that I reviewed just recently. So I decided to go ahead and start this review. And as you can see, the figure in front of you is the Metal Gear Solid Snake, made by Play Arts Kai. And it is the 25th anniversary edition. And I can already say to all of you guys that this figure is pretty awesome. So yeah, stick with me and we will get this review started. And the first category we're going to knock out is the source information. I can already tell you guys, I'm a big fan of Metal Gear Solid. The first game to come out on the PS1 was my favorite Metal Gear game out of all of them up to this date. It is still my all-time favorite. So I could not pass up on this figure. I know it is a pretty old figure. It came out in 2012, as you can see right there, the 25th anniversary. So I'm a little late to the game, but once I found out that this figure did exist, I had to pick it up because I'm a huge fan, especially of the first one. So yeah, the story of Solid Snake always intrigued me. You know, the stealth espionage in it and such. And then the plot twists and turns. If you guys haven't played the game, I do recommend you give it a playthrough. It is pretty awesome. So on the source information, I am going to give it a 10 out of 10. Alright. Stay tuned for the next category. Alright. The next category is packaging. And as you can see, the box, not really much to say about the box. It looks pretty generic to me, I guess would be the word to use. It just comes with a see-through window showing the figure and the accessories. You know, it would have been cool if they had a artwork design or even a picture of the figure. There is a picture on the figure, but I would have preferred it to be in, on the front. It just would have looked a little bit more eye-catching. You know, if you're walking through the store and happen to see the box. But you know, you got a description here, or I'm sorry, the title. Tactical espionage action, Metal Gear Solid. And then Play Arts action figure Kai, written on the right bottom corner. And as I said before, it's the 25th anniversary edition. You got your warning label there. When I bought this, the figure was used, so there is a little wear and tear on the box. See, there's a little rip right there. But I mean, it's to be expected. It is a pretty old figure. It came out in 2012, as I said before. But here we go. We're gonna describe the rest of the box. On the left hand side, we have another logo of the Metal Gear Play Arts action figure Kai, and it's in a black color this time, and there is the picture of the figure of the head sculpt, looking pretty awesome. And then on the other side, another window, and the same thing, the Metal Gear logo with the Play Arts logo. And then we have on the back the eye-catching part, the Metal Gear logo again on the top left-hand corner, and the Play Arts logo on the top right-hand corner. And then we got a little film strip here on the side with a few poses of the figure. Those are pretty cool poses, have to admit. And then a full-size picture of the figure on the left. And then we got Chinese writing on the bottom, since it was made in China. And then on the top, sorry about that, we got another Play Arts logo on the top right-hand corner with another window and another warning choking hazards and such for ages, it's not focusing, for ages 13 and up. And yeah, that is the box. So for the packaging, I'm gonna, since it's pretty generic, I'm just gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Alright, so stay with me and we'll cover the next category. Alright, now we've reached the category of likeness. And given the fact that the likeness is a little hard to depict, simply because when this version of the game came out, it was polygon pretty much, so you couldn't really see their faces or whatever. But this figure, I think, depicts the likeness very, very well. When I imagine Solid Snake, this is pretty much what comes to mind. I mean, I don't think you can get any more accurate than that from all angles. I did own the McFarlane version that came out a long time ago. But this figure blows that figure right out of the water, if you ask me. I mean, they did a really good job. Even on the outfit, it's pretty awesome. He comes with his pouches. See, you got one right there. You got some more pouches for his gun clips or magazines. You got another pouch right there, and you got... I imagine that these pouches here are for his grenades. And then you got a huge one here in the back. And then you got his gun holster right there on his leg. Yeah, I mean, the outfit is pretty awesome. As I understand it, the designer from the Metal Gear game, or from the Metal Gear franchise, Yoji Shinkawa, he helped in the development of this figure. And I'm really glad that he did, because I don't think the figure would have came out as well as it did if he wasn't involved. And the sneaking suit from the first game, Metal Gear Solid, was by far my favorite one. It even blows the Metal Gear Sons of Liberty sneaking suit right out of the water. And I also like that Solid Snake has shorter hair. I always like the shorter hair version better than the mullet version. So yeah, as for the likeness, I am going to give that a 10 out of 10. Alright, so stick with me and we'll roll on, cover the rest of the other categories. This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me? I'm in front of the disposal facility. What's a Hind D doing here? Alright, that's enough of Snake's voice. That's my attempt at it. I don't know how good you guys think I am, but at least I gave it a shot. Alright, so we've reached the category of articulation. And this figure, compared to Hot Toys, the Play Art Sky figures are very articulated. Mostly because they don't have clothes to work with, at least with cloth material. So that doesn't hinder their articulation at all. This figure in particular has over 26 points of articulation. It's got the double bended elbows, double bend knees, the legs from the hip, they have a ball joint right there, so that area is pretty flexible. You can pretty much make them do the splits with it. Forwards, backwards, side to side. It's pretty well articulated. The neck does sit on a ball joint at both ends, the top and the bottom. It doesn't do a 360 turn simply because the collar is in the way. The bandana as well is very articulated. You can pretty much make it go all the way around. You know, left, right, even straight up or straight down. But yeah. Oh, also the abdomen has got a crunch on the midsection, also on the lower abdomen. But yeah, I just got him right now answering his codec call. Oh, I also put the gun back in the holster, as you can see. I don't know if I can get a good look at that. The gun does fit into the holster, so. But yeah, as for the articulation, let's see, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. So stick with me and we'll move on to the next category. Before I move on to the next category, guys, there's something I forgot to mention about the articulation. The hip to thigh area is very, very loose. It's very hard to make him stand on his own. He's actually standing on a stand right now. He doesn't even come with this stand. It's actually from the Liquid Snake figure. But yeah, if he didn't have that, he'd be falling over right now. So the articulation where the thigh meets the groin, it's very, very loose on both legs. I don't think it's because it's an old figure. I watched some other reviews of this figure, and they all pretty much said the same thing, that they had the same problem. I can't make him stand in certain poses simply because of that. So I'm going to have to knock down the score to a 4 out of 10. It suffers a lot because of that. But yeah, moving on to the next category, we got accessories. As you can see, they're all laid out in front of you. He comes with 2 extra hands. These fists here, he actually has on when you pull him out of the box. And he also comes with 1 left hand for cradling a weapon. It could be the gun or machine gun or whatever, or the Stinger missile launcher as he's holding right now. He also comes with a trigger hand, and he comes with his famous FAMAS rifle. Very iconic of the game. And it's got a plastic strap. But yeah, that's all he comes with. That stand, he does not come with that. And the Stinger missile launcher, he doesn't even come with that. Both of those, the stand and the Stinger missile launcher, they both come from the the Liquid Snake Play Arts Kai figure. So yeah, in terms of accessories, he does not come with much. So for the accessories, I'm gonna have to give him also a 4 out of 10 on that. Also, I mean, when you play the game, he comes with a lot of weaponry. You know, they could have put some C4, a claymore, and a grenade. You know, that would have been enough. You know. One thing that comes to mind is they could have given him a cigarette pack, or simply just 1 cigarette. You know, that would have made him look awesome. You could have accomplished like some pretty cool poses with that. Given the fact that Solid Snake is a heavy smoker, in most of the games we see him, he doesn't even quit smoking until the Part 4, I believe, at the end of the game. So that would have been very useful. But yeah, the accessories, as I said, is going to get a 4 out of 10. So let's get this last pose. I'm pretty much recreating the scene where he's battling the Hind D helicopter, or he could be facing off against the Metal Gear Rex itself. I want to ask you a question, Otacon. Do you think love can bloom, even on a battlefield? Alright guys, sorry about that. Just had to do one more impression of Snake since I'm signing off. But yeah, to round up the scores, it gives this figure a 33 out of 50. I know it's a pretty low score, but it is what it is. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Please like the video, and hopefully there'll be more reviews in the future. But until then guys, I will see you later.